What's up guys, this is Ebopus here, and today I'm gonna show you guys my Dragunity deck profile for the post Banlist of June 2017 format. I apologize if this deck profile was a little delayed as of late because obviously the Banlist was posted around a week back, but I've been meaning to post this deck profile for my Dragunity sooner, but I've been busy with work and other stuff, so yeah, I'm doing it now. So again, I apologize for this deck profiles for my Dragunity. It might be a little delayed and whatnot, but there are a couple of things that I want to say before I get this deck profile underway. First thing is that on this deck, like my apples, it was one of the first few decks that I actually picked up. Actually, I think I picked this deck up right after I picked up my apples because this deck is actually really fun to play because this deck with Vajrayana and the Dearg, you can go into like any level 8 Synchro your heart can desire, and I really like that. But then Dragon Rulers came around, Dragon Ravine got banned, and ever since then this deck kind of crumpled, and then Dragon Ravine went to 1, and then it is currently at 2 now for 2 years, and I don't know why it is still at 2. It should be at 3, but I don't know why Konami is not fixing that issue. But either way, this deck is like really fun. Honestly, I think this deck, until like the link format like officially starts to kick in, I think by then this deck loses a lot of playability because extra deck space and extra deck playability kind of like limits this deck, obviously, because you do a lot of synchroing and XYZing with this deck. But I think until then, this deck is gonna be like really good. So without further ado, I'm just gonna get right to the deck profile. So for the Dragunity engine, there are 9 of them in the form of 3 Dragunity Dux, 3 of the main tuner, 3 Dragunity Phalanx, and 3 copy of Dragunity Arma Mystletainn. I think you need to play 3 of this because the plays you can do with these 9 cards is like absolutely insane. Because if you have Terraforming or a Dragon Ravine and have a Phalanx in hand, you play the Ravine, discard the Phalanx to the graveyard and search Dux with Ravine, and then you can just start your combos from there. You know, the usual obvious Atum loop combo. Yeah, that combo that you guys should know by at this point because that combo is been around for like since forever. Other combos include the 1 card Zephyros is still really good. Like with this card, you can like search it above get a bit combo and use Darkness Metal and stuff like at least twice with this card. Like this card's really good. 1 Garuda. I was playing 2 of this so that I can go into Dueler, but this is a dead and bricky card as the game moves on, so I cut the Dueler from the extra deck and decided to play just 1 of this. This card is good because I know it's a combo based card, but it's a brick and you can pick up a bricky card later on. And 2 copies of Baby Rock. This card is really good. It's the main tuner for the deck. That's not Phalanx, that is search up Dearg, and then you discard it, and this gets Spider Summon, and you synchro it away this card with the get it and go into Crystalling. Like I used to hate this card, but now I like actually love it. And for hand traps is 3 Ash Blossom because this card is really good right now. And 1 copy of Maxx because Maxx is Maxx. And to round up the monster is the Red Eyes Arcanist Metal Dragon because this card is like made with this deck. Like normally, when you're playing this deck and doing the Atum look combo, you use Darkness Metal's effect at least twice, maybe 3 times if you go into M7. Like this guy is really good and really powerful. And for spells is 2 copies of Dragon Ravine because it's still at 2. 1 copy of Magical Mid-Breaker Field. I get into it while I'm playing this card right now. 3 copies of Terraforming and 2 copies of Set Rotation. Now I'm gonna explain why I'm playing this build spell, the Magical Mid-Breaker Field. So Set Rotation is a is a card that came in a new set of Maximum Crisis. This card is actually good for this deck because this card is another way to get into Ravine, and this card actually is good for any matchup that's relying on field spells. So True Dracos, Tricking Dinosaurs, and maybe Invoke and maybe ABCs if there is still, if you guys are playing with them. So this card, what it does is that, let me read it real quick for those guys you don't know. You set 2 Beelze spells with different names from your deck onto the field, one on your field and one on your opponent's field. While either of those cards remain set on the field, either player can activate or set other field spells. So you play this, give yourselves Ravine, and you give your opponent this card, Magical Midbreaker Field. Now, Magical Midbreaker Field, what it does is that activate this card at the start of your main phase 1 or 2. During each player's main phase 1, monsters on the field cannot be destroyed by the opponent's card effects. Also, neither player can target monster their opponent controls. You cannot activate or set field spells. So, basically, my idea behind set rotation is that you play this, you give yourselves Ravine, and then you give your opponent this card. And if you're playing again like ABCs, Invoked, True Dracos, or Tricking Dinosaurs, they can still flip this, but they cannot activate their field spells like Union Hangers, Magical Meltdowns, and Dragon Diagrams, because Magical Midbreaker Field, it states that you cannot activate or set field spells. So this card is like really good if you're going first, because you play this when you're going first, give your Sister Ravine, and then you give your opponent this card, go off from there, and then your opponent cannot activate your field spells. And also your monsters on the field, they become Magic Spectre cards because they cannot be destroyed by card effects, I believe. Let me see. Oh no, cannot be destroyed by the opponent's card effects. Also, neither player can target monsters their opponent controls. So your monsters on the field during their turn become Magic Spectres. So, and also another reason why I'm playing this card is that this, by playing 2 of this and 1 of this, and the 3 Terraformings and the 2 Dragon Ravine, your opening hands to get into Ravine increases up to like 30%. And that's like really huge for this type, because you actually need Dragon Ravine to like to basically like start this combos going. And I cannot stress enough how this deck really needs 3 of this card. Like this card has been similarly for 2 years now. Like Konami needs to like put this card up to 3. I don't know what their deal is. Maybe they're scared of like dragons and whatnot, but dragons are not really doing anything here in the TCG, where Blue Eyes is a thing, but Blue Eye is bad. Well, anyways, moving on. 2 Cards of Consonance for draw power. 2 copies of Dragunity Phalanx, because this is a really popular card. If you do not have a Phalanx, because you can just summon the Dux, equip this card to it, and then equip a Phalanx from your deck with this card's effect, and if you have a Mystletainn, you can just do your combos from there. One time, I equipped this to Dux, equip a Phalanx to it from the deck, and suddenly your Dux becomes 25 that's unaffected by traps. Like, that's actually quite relevant right now, because many decks are running traps. So yeah, this guy's like really good. Moving on is 2 copies of Instant Fusion. This card is actually still good in this set because Northern is banned. I know this, but this card's main focus for the deck for Instant Fusion is actually Mavelus, not Northern. Like, even when Northern was legal, all I can do by Instant Fusion on Northern is maybe get back a Phalanx on the grave or a Baby Rock in the grave, and then sync those away with Northern to go into Korra, and that's about it. But Mavelus is actually a combo piece for the deck because it's a wing mix and Northern is a fairy. So yeah, this card is still very good in the deck for that reason, because Mavelus is, like I said, is a combo piece card while Northern is not. So losing the Northern for this deck, it kind of hurt this deck just a little bit, but not by much. And to run out this build is 1 copy of Soul Charge, because this card is like actually nutty and very broken in this deck. For the traps is 1 copy of Solemn Warning, 3 copies of Strikes, 1 Imperial Order, and 2 copies of Dragon Spine, because this card is basically bending this emptiness for the deck. So yeah, that's it for the main. It's a 40 card main. Now for the extra deck is 3 copies of Vajrayana and 1 copy of Dragunity Dearg, the 4 main cards hard and soul for the deck by far. I hardly go into Vajrayana, to be honest, but mostly of the time while I was playing this deck, I going to get Dearg like a lot. Like, what? You guys are playing this deck, you want gonna use Dearg's effect at least twice or 3 times. Like that's like really good. And your ending board is a Stardust, Custom Wings, and Red Eyes Darkness Metal. And if you have a trap card as backup deck, board is actually like really hard to break. So yeah, those are the Dearg and the 4 Vajrayanas. 1 Coral Dragon card is really good because you can blow up cards, and when this gets sent to the graveyard while it's being synchro summoned, you get a card. 1 Obligatory Stardust because it is like made by this deck. 1 Stardust Scarp Dragon to protect Bulkheads like Dragon's Bite and Imperial Order. This card with Imperial Order is actually really good because when they trying to Twin Twister the Imperial Order already, you're like nope, Spike Dragon's effect. And this card with Dragon's Bite is like, it's like really broken. Like if you like lock Dragon's Bite with Stardust Spark Dragon, your opponent like they like cannot win because they cannot slumber you, because most of the time they're gonna give you the weaker one and then give themselves the strong one, and slumber cannot fully resell because they cannot spread some of the weak one to your side of the field. So yeah, this guy is really good. And Stardust is, like I said, is a Stardust. 1 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon because it is like made for this deck. Like I'm not even like joking. If you have a Darkness Metal Dragon and this card on the field at the same time, your opponent like literally like they need to like think carefully about what to do. Like if they kaiju away this, well you better get rid of this Darkness Metal because it's gonna come right back. Like this card is like made, but it's like really broken, and it's really easy to make too. 1 Scarp Dragon because blow away cards. I hear they're really good. 1 Tzolkin because there's a combo you can do where you do the Dragunity combos with Atum, and then you go into Coral, and then you send the Coral Dragon and the Dearg to the graveyard to summon this card, and you get a card of a Coral Dragon, and then you set like Spell or a trap, and then this card's effect kicks in, which will get you this card, Beelze. Like because I hear Beelze is really good card right now. For the Xyz, I don't really play a lot because I play 2 Atums. I think you absolutely need to play 2 Atums for this deck, for just in case if you're playing against True King dinosaurs or any sort of like True King or / True King variants, because the reason why I'm playing 2 of this is that if you're playing against those kind of decks and when they just to them and then banish this, this deck's playability like dramatically like decreases like really a lot. So that's why I am playing 2 Atums for that reason. 1 copy of M7 because cards, good. Like you can reuse Ghost Ash and Maxx with this card. Like that alone is quite good. And to run up the extra deck is 1 Mavelus because Northern is banned and I didn't really use it even when it was legal. There are other cards that I took into consideration while I was making this deck, and I was thinking about playing Void Ogre and Skull-like Dragon Archfiend. Obviously on this they cannot make this normally, the Void Ogre Dragon, but you can like set a card and bring this card out with Ultimaya Tzolkin's effect, and having the Imperial Order, the Solemn Strike, or the Warning, while if you have Void Ogre on the board is really good. And Skull-like Dragon Archfiend on this they can make it normally, and looking the board is fun. I was also thinking about playing Abyss Dweller because Dweller is good against I get 2 Dracos like 2 King variants and also against Mermaids, but I don't like playing multiple Garudas in the deck at the moment because, like I said, Garuda, it can become dead and breaky quite a lot at times, so I got the Dweller out from the extra deck. And one last card that I thought about playing is DD Crow, because this card is searchable above Dearg, and banishing cards from in the graveyard during your opponent's turn to interrupt your plays and combos is really good, because having a hand trap that is searchable is like really good, and this deck can search this card up, like I say, with Dearg. Alright, yeah, so that pretty much rounds up my Dragunity deck profile for post-June 2017 Banlist. I still think this deck is like really good until, like I said, the link format like starts to kick in. So yeah, that pretty much do it. And this is Evil Boy signing out. Peace out, guys. Peace out.